While there are many foods that can potentially cause harm if not handled or prepared correctly, I'll provide you with a list of 20 common foods that can pose a poisoning risk if mishandled or consumed in certain conditions. It's important to note that these foods are generally safe when handled and prepared properly. Let's explore them. Mushrooms. Certain wild mushrooms can be toxic and cause severe poisoning if ingested. Varieties like the deathcap, Amanita phalloides, and destroying angel, Amanita bisporigera, contain toxins that can lead to organ failure or even death. It's crucial to be knowledgeable about mushroom identification or purchase them from reliable sources to ensure their safety. Shellfish. Undercooked or contaminated shellfish, such as oysters, clams, and mussels, can contain harmful bacteria, viruses, or toxins that led to food poisoning. These organisms can cause illnesses like norovirus, Vibrio infection, or paralytic shellfish poisoning, PSP, if consumed. Unpasteurized dairy products. Raw milk and unpasteurized cheeses can harbor harmful bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria. These pathogens can cause severe foodborne illnesses, leading to symptoms such as diarrhea, abdominal pain, fever, and in severe cases, complications like kidney failure or meningitis. Potatoes. Green or sprouted potatoes contain solanine, a toxic compound found in the nightshade family of plants. Solanine can cause gastrointestinal distress, including nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, when consumed in large amounts. It's advisable to remove any green portions or sprouts before cooking and consuming potatoes. Kidney beans. Raw or undercooked kidney beans contain a toxin called lectin, specifically phytohemagglutinin. Ingesting raw kidney beans can lead to severe gastrointestinal upset, including symptoms like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Proper cooking, such as boiling for at least 10 minutes, is essential to neutralize the toxin. Rhubarb leaves. While the stalks of rhubarb are safe to eat and commonly used in desserts, their leaves contain high levels of oxalic acid and anthraquinone glycosides. Ingesting large quantities of rhubarb leaves can result in poisoning symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and even kidney damage. It's best to discard the leaves and only consume the stalks. Ackee fruit. The ackee fruit, native to West Africa but popular in Jamaica, can be toxic if not ripe or prepared properly. Unripe ackee fruit contains high levels of hypoglycin A toxin that can cause Jamaican vomiting sickness. Symptoms may include severe vomiting, hypoglycemia, seizures, and in some cases, can be fatal. Only consume ripe ackee fruit, ensuring that it has opened naturally on the tree. Elderberries. Elderberries are commonly used for culinary purposes and in herbal remedies. However, consuming raw or unripe elderberries can result in symptoms of cyanide poisoning. Proper cooking and preparation, such as cooking the berries before consumption, remove the toxic compounds and make them safe to eat. Tuna. While tuna is generally a nutritious fish, certain species, like big-eye and yellowfin tuna, can accumulate high levels of mercury. Mercury is a heavy metal that can be toxic to the nervous system, especially in high amounts. It's important to consume tuna and other fish in moderation and choose low mercury options, particularly for pregnant women and young children. Cassava. Cassava is a starchy root vegetable commonly consumed in tropical regions. However, cassava root contains cyanogenic glycosides, which can release cyanide when ingested. Proper processing methods, such as soaking, fermenting, and thorough cooking, eliminate the toxins and make cassava safe to eat. Almonds. Bitter almonds contain amygdalin, a compound that can break down into cyanide when ingested. However, commercially available sweet almonds are safe to consume since they contain very low levels of amygdalin. Bitter almonds are typically not sold for direct consumption. Cherry pits. The pits or seeds of cherries, similar to bitter almonds, contain amygdalin and can release cyanide if crushed or chewed. However, the amount of amygdalin in cherry pits is generally too small to cause harm unless consumed in large quantities. It is advisable to avoid consuming the pits altogether. Nutmeg. Nutmeg is a commonly used spice that, when ingested in large amounts, can lead to symptoms like hallucinations, nausea, dizziness, and even seizures. The compound responsible for these effects is called myristicin, which is found in higher concentrations in nutmeg's essential oil. Moderate culinary use of nutmeg is generally safe. Apple seeds. Apple seeds contain small amounts of amygdalin, similar to bitter almonds and cherry pits, but the levels are generally too low to cause harm unless consumed in large quantities. However, it's best to avoid intentionally consuming apple seeds and discard them while eating apples. Fugu. Pufferfish. Fugu is a delicacy in Japan, but certain species of pufferfish contain tetrodotoxin, a potent neurotoxin. Improperly prepared fugu dishes can lead to paralysis, respiratory failure, and even death if consumed. Only licensed and trained chefs are allowed to prepare fugu to ensure the removal of toxic organs. Raw honey. While honey is generally safe, infants under 1 year old should avoid consuming raw honey. Raw honey can contain Clostridium botulinum spores, which can lead to infant botulism, a potentially serious condition affecting the nervous system. After 1 year of age, the digestive system is more developed and can handle the spores. Hot chili peppers. While chili peppers are generally safe to eat and offer various health benefits, extremely hot varieties can cause severe irritation, burns, and gastrointestinal distress if consumed in excessive amounts. Capsaicin, the compound responsible for their spiciness, can cause discomfort, especially if consumed in large quantities. Raw sprouts. Raw sprouts, such as alfalfa, bean, or broccoli sprouts, are often associated with foodborne illnesses. Sprouts can harbor harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli, which can cause food poisoning. It's advisable to cook sprouts thoroughly to reduce the risk of bacterial contamination. Castor beans. Castor beans contain ricin, a potent toxin that can be lethal if ingested. Ricin is one of the most toxic substances known, and even a small amount can cause severe poisoning. It's essential to avoid consuming castor beans or products made from them, as they are highly dangerous. Bamboo shoots. Raw or undercooked bamboo shoots may contain toxic levels of cyanogenic glycosides, which can release cyanide. Bamboo shoots should be properly cooked before consumption to eliminate the toxins. Boiling or soaking them in water can help reduce cyanide levels and make them safe to eat. It's crucial to note that while these foods can pose risks if mishandled or consumed incorrectly, they are generally safe to eat when prepared, cooked, or consumed in the appropriate manner. It's important to follow proper food safety practices, including thorough cooking, storing food at safe temperatures, and practicing good hygiene when handling and preparing these foods. Additionally, it's always advisable to consult reliable sources and seek professional guidance when in doubt about the safety of specific foods. Please hit the like button if you know something new today, and share this video to your friends and family in case you think that this video has some useful information. And support us by subscribe to this channel and hit bell icon to get more videos. Thank you and see you in the next video. Have a great day.